Hello everyone and welcome back into another video. Today we're once again back in Warframe with another weapon showcase, and this time we're having a look at the Boar Prime. It's a fully automatic shotgun and it also has an Incarnon evolution, as you can see from my crosshair, and that evolution makes this weapon a monster. But that's enough introductions for now, so let's jump into the build. Starting from the Incarnon evolutions, we have the evolution 1, which is going to be your Incarnon form. To charge the Incarnon form, you have to hit headshots with your primary fire, then press Alt fire to transform the weapon into the Incarnon form, and the weapon goes from a shotgun to a beam weapon that shoots 3 short-range beams that will chain between enemies. For evolution 2, you can choose between 10 more base damage and 10 additional base damage after reloading from empty, or 16 more base damage and 4 meters of punch through if your Warframe has more than 450 armor. I do suggest going for Fortress Salvo because it's going to be active all the time, and if your Warframe happens to have more than 450 armor, you'll also get some punch through, so it's gonna be just nice. While Refight Bane requires you to reload from empty all the time, but it is definitely more damage. In my case, I'm gonna choose Fortress Salvo because it's just more consistent. Moving to Evolution 3, we can choose between 100% reload speed on reload from empty, 195 more base ammo capacity, or increasing accuracy by 50%. This is the one I went for, mostly because the shotgun mode does have quite a big spread, and you can check this over here, and with this evolution it does go down quite a lot, so you can hit enemies that are farther away from you. And finally, for evolution 4, you can choose between full status, full crit, or a mix of the two. The first 2 evolutions are going to be insanely good if you want to build for that specific thing, so either status or crits, while Survivor's Edge is a mix of the two, and it gives the weapon enough stats to make a hybrid build, which is what we're going to use for this video. Moving to the stats, the weapon does have quite an alright fire rate. Base multi-shot is 8 because it's a shotgun and it shoots 8 projectiles at once. Magazine is 20, so not that big. Reload is quite long at 2.8 seconds. The weapon also gets 4 meters punch through thanks to the evolution. Raven disposition is insanely high at 5 out of 5, so if you have a Raven for this weapon, they're going to be great. And the fall off is 18 to 25 meters, so after 25 meters the weapon will deal basically no damage. The primary fire has a crit chance of 25%, critical multiplier of 2x, and a status per projectile of 17.2, which is quite high for a shotgun, so that's pretty good, and it deals mostly impact damage. The Incarnon form, on the other hand, has a higher fire rate, and the crit chance is 30% with a critical multiplier of 2.2, and the base status is 72%, which is insanely high, and this form will only deal hit damage. Now this is the build I went for. I'm using critical deceleration and prime ravage to boost my crit stats, Galvanize Hell for more multi-shot, and on kill even more multi-shot, Galvanize Savvy for 80% status chance, and on kill to increase my damage depending on how many statuses are affecting the target, Hunter Emanations to apply slash on critical hits, Prime Chilling Grasp, and Contagious Spread for a lot of viral. Then I'm using Blaze for 60% more damage and 60% more heat damage. And finally, in my Exilo slot, I'm using Galvanize Acceleration. This mod does increase your fall off, so you can hit enemies from further away, and it also increases the beam length, so your beam can hit enemies from further away as well. Finally, in my Arcane slot, I am using Primary Merciless. This way my reload speed is a bit higher, and that affects also the Incarnon in transformation, and also to increase my damage on kill by 30%, stacking up to 12 times. So that's pretty much the build. It's a very simple build, but it's very effective, and let's now see it in action. First of all, we want to charge the Incarnon evolution, which we do by hitting headshots with our primary fire. And we already killed an enemy without any buffs, so you can see where this weapon is going. And if you transform into the Incarnon evolution, the weapon becomes this beam that will basically melt everything in seconds, applies a ton of status effects, and yeah, generally it's pretty powerful. I mean, there was like half of the ammos from without buffs to all buffs, and yeah, it's gonna be even crazier now that we have pretty much all the buffs active. The amount of status effects applied are insane. The weapon deals a lot of damage with the status procs, like 126,000 on that. Yeah, it's pretty alright. I mean, it's balanced. As for the primary fire, it is also quite alright. It's able to double tap these high-level heavy gunners with steel pot modifiers, and yeah, that's enough for me. I mean, if you can double tap high-level enemies, that's all I need. And if I need to clear a group of enemies, I switch to my Incarnon form and just take care of pretty much all of them in a single just swoosh. Like I do this and everything dies. I mean, it's perfectly balanced. The primary fire is also great against acolytes or enemies of that type, so yeah, it's overall a complete weapon. It can both deal with groups of enemies and also with single targets. And of course, if we were to armor ship these enemies, things will get, of course, a bit nastier because, well, viral deals more damage to their naked HP, so everything just disappears. So yeah, if you want to incorporate some armor ship in your build, or you want to do it in another way, I guess, yeah, you do you. This weapon will take care of all the enemies. And this is pretty much the Boar Prime. It's one of my favorite shotguns in the game, and the fact that it also transforms into a beam weapon makes it even better. It's also really good for endgame because it does deal some nice single target damage and AoE damage as well, so both of the things are pretty good. And yeah, overall, just a great weapon. I will now leave you guys to the showcase where I test the weapon in a 5-minute linear survival in Steel Path, so you can see how the weapon performs in a more realistic scenario. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Have a great rest of the day, and bye-bye.
Through the night and morning, when the rain is pouring, you're the one I'm calling. You're my escape from my darkest days. And when the sun is shining, you know we out here riding, chasing the horizon with you. I don't need to look no further. You are the one I'm certain, only one that I'll be holding. When you're loving me, you're
the sea.